Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SITI Hanisah binti Noor AZMI with student number 2019287494. In this video, I will talk about impact of a jet for experiment F3, slot 1. Firstly, the objective of the experiment. The objective of this experiment is to measure the reaction force produced by the impact of jet of water onto various target vane surface. Next is to investigate and determine the force required to keep a target at a datum level while it is subjected to the impact of a water jet. Last but not least, to compare and analyze the experimental result with the theoretically calculated values. Next, I will explain the lab apparatus part by part. Number 1 is pointer, number 2 is spring tension adjuster, number 3 is wing nut, number 4 is interchangeable target, number 5 is breast weight, number 6 is weight carry, number 7 is weight platform, number 8 is spring, number 9 is screw nut, number 10 is interchangeable nozzle, number 11 is water inlet, which is not invisible in this figure, but there is actually the water inlet at the back of the apparatus. Next, I will be explain lab procedure for the experiment. First, you need to unscrew the screw nut and screw the wing nut to open the weight platform. Second, fix the 5mm nozzle to the bottom vertical shaft as well as the hemisphere target vane to the top vertical shaft. Third, loosen the wing nut and screw the screw nut to secure the weight platform. Fourth, place the weight carrier on top of the weight platform. 5. Set the spring tension adjuster to ensure the gap of 20mm between the nozzle and the target vane by press the spring until the target vane touches the nozzle. Next, adjust the position of the pointer so that it is parallel to the weight platform. Next, release the spring and set the spring tension adjuster to obtain a gap of 20mm between the weight platform and the pointer. Then record the number as H. Then shift the cursor so that it is aligned with the floating weight platform at the middle position. Next, switch on the pump and start the water flow by gradually opening the bench control valve until it is completely open. Next, the impact of the jet will now deflect the target vane. Fill the weight carrier with weights until the weight platform is floating in the middle position once more. The next step is measure and record the flow rate as well as the associated weight on the weight carrier. Examine and record the shape of the deflected jet. Make sure the ice level is parallel with the measurement so that parallax error can be avoided. Next, Reduce weight on the weight carrier in the stages and keep the weight platform balanced by adjusting the flow rate for a few steps at a time. Record the flow rate and weight on the weight carrier each time. Next, close the control valve and turn off the pump. Last but not least, repeat the experiment by using the different target vanes and nozzles. This is slot 3, impact of a jet, experiment F3. The conclusion for the experiment. In conclusion, this impact of a jet experiment can be summarized as a success since all the data needed, such as flow rate, nozzle velocity, impact velocity, theoretical and experimental force, also percentage error can be calculated by the data obtained from the experiment. Based on the theoretical and experimental force value, the error percentage average is 102.51%, which is quite high. Overall, the experiment objective is achieved. Next is the recommendation for the experiment. First, to make sure that the experiment value is accurate, take 2 to 3 or more measurements and take the average value. Next, make sure that apparatus and all the parts can be functioning well so that there is no systematic error during the experiment. The last part is application of the experiment. This impact of a jet experiment is used to rotate the turbine, namely the Pelton wheel in a generator. It generates moment or torque on the wheel to its maximum value and therefore increases the mechanical energy of the Pelton wheel.